went back to my crash pad and had to finish a bunch of CBTs because they're due tomorrow. Technically today, they're due by the end of today. So finish those up, and then after that, tried to go to sleep. I finished at 1 in the morning, I think. 1:30 in the morning or something like that. And I went up to the room and crashed. So, well, tried to crash. And for some reason, I couldn't even sleep last night. And as you guys know, today I have my line check. So, of course, I'm at the airport, 6:45. So, technically, my line check starts in about 15 minutes. And I'm almost to my gate. So, yeah, wish me luck. But I know tonight, because I'm off for 5 days after this, and then my family has like a Christmas dinner and stuff like that going on, so I'll be leaving right after I finish my line check. I know that once I finish with today, I'm going to crash. Like crash and burn. That is what I'm about to do after today is over with. So I finish, supposed to finish at about 5:20. I'm hoping to finish early so that I can catch this flight instead of having to go home tomorrow and then having to wake up early Friday just to catch another flight so I can get to my uncle's house. So I just seen one of my trainers from training, Adrian. She pinned me, actually. She pinned my wings. So yeah, she's headed to Salt Lake. So I told her, I was like, hey, this is my line check. She's like, no way. I was like, yeah. And she was like, this is a mighty long flight to get checked on. I was like, exactly. Somebody other than me notices that this is like the longest flight to have a line check. So anyway, so let's hope that we make it in early from this whole thing. I'm about to try and like run over some things really quickly, since I'm the only person on the plane. And yeah, hopefully I can make this flight tonight so I can get to my uncle's house today. So yeah, bye guys.
Let's go. The next one's Kalita.
Kalita! I said, what?
That's what Kalita.
The next one, Kennedy. Okay, the next one is LaCarisha Esperanza Brown. The next one is Evelyn Dolores Brown Leggett.
We got to figure out which one she going for, the first or the second one.
The next one is Miss Thomas. Next one is Allegra. You know.
It's Miami.
Oh, Miami.
Oh.
The next one is Allegra, Zakaria, Shanika, Leggett.
You just got it.
Okay, is Zakaria. You gotta get that baby some pants, not all those holes. The next one is Kamaya. And the next one is Kanari. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's how I'm gonna tell you, that's right. Hey, here's Pastor Tate. Can I get your attention, please? All right. Hello. Hey, where's security? Where's security? Tell you not only a bro preacher, but you security. Hey, I think who got it? I think Miss Thomas got it. Miss Thomas, you know, I think you won the popular vote, but Evelyn got an ugly ass sweater. Evelyn, that's what. But you like wearing stuff like that every day. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna present Miss Thomas with the 2018 Ugly Sweater Award. Yes, you got it right. Speech. Hold on, give her a chance to give her a speech. First of all, you gotta thank God.
First of all, I would like to thank God and my family. He's the head of my life. And I thank everybody. This is for the daycare. Woo!
I've been on my meal for more than.
Ladies and gentlemen, that ends the ceremony, but however, at the end, you know, back in the day, who mama is this?
Wait, we forgot to give her her thing. I just found it. Second place.
Hey, can I get? She's been fired. Can I get somebody to take the place? The assistant. Who was for the immediate assistant? Hey, John, she must be some kids in Steve Harvey.
Phone record. What is it called? Screen record. No.
I asked her, Boogie, I look at this and I see people comment, right? And I said, are you streaming? She's like, no, I'm online. She said, no, I'm online. I'm supposed to be the old one that don't know about technology.
There you go. Evelyn next.
Evelyn got second place.
I beg your pardon, my sweater pretty.
Pretty damn much.
Come and get a book.
Rock Reese.
I have to pass the torch. Yes, Lord. You deserve this thing.
Scratching off and doing it at the same time.
Back home after my line check. I flew home actually because I missed the flight that I was trying to catch to Atlanta, and then I had a flight that I was catching from Atlanta to Columbus, Georgia. So this weekend my uncle, he had a Christmas dinner and like for the whole family or whatever, at least on my dad's side. So we all went there for the weekend. I just got back today, me and my dad, we flew in together. But I flew in Friday morning and then my dad flew in Saturday morning. So, yeah, so that's where I've been this weekend. However, I forgot to tell you guys about my line check. So my line check went amazing. I passed, and like, it wasn't at all what I expected. Like, I expected to be almost like micromanaged while I was getting my line check, but I didn't. Like, that wasn't the case at all. It was just like, I just did whatever, and they just kind of sat, you know, on the plane as if they were a passenger and just kind of watched, may look down, you know, watch a little bit. Like, it was just real, like, in the background. Like, it wasn't much of an interference or anything whatsoever. And, like, she was really cool, my instructor. I had already asked one of my other classmates if they had the lady that I had for my line check, and one of them was like, yeah, I had her, like, she's really cool. So I was like, oh, okay, well, you know, hopefully she's the same way. But my classmate did say that she was very thorough when she does her line checks. So it's not like you just gonna automatically pass. It's like you really have to know your job and do your job in order to pass. So I just did what I do on the regular. Like after, like the pressure was on a little bit, and then after I realized, like, why she ain't up here like watching everything that I'm doing, or I was like, okay, well, this is kind of chill. So I just was, you know, doing my thing like always. And she was like, he passed with flying colors. He was awesome. Like, she just gave me like some tips and stuff on like service and stuff like that, how things can run smoother. But she was just like, you know, honestly, that comes with time. And I was like, but I enjoy like having someone who's been with the company or just been a flight attendant period for years, because they can teach you, you know, a lot of things, a lot of tricks and things like that of the trade. So that I enjoy. So she just kind of showed me a few things, and not really showed me, she just kind of told me a few things, a few tricks and stuff like that to kind of help me out. But other than that, she was like, girl, you did perfectly fine. So y'all, when I say me and her, we hit it off so well, I don't know if it's just me or what, but I have been having some of like the best experiences. I know some people don't always have the same experiences, but I've had some of the best experiences, and this experience was great as well. Y'all, when I say, man, the lady who did my line check hit it off so well, child, we exchanged numbers. And she's like, yeah, I'll show you around the city of Chicago. And like, like we had such a great conversation. It was just like, it was almost like it wasn't even expected for us to hit it off the way we did. I just assumed, okay, she's going to be a sweet girl that's going to do my line check, and then we're just going to go on about our day after that. But like the Salt Lake City trip, of course, is usually anywhere from like 3 to 3.5 hours of flight. So on the flight, she was cool. She would come up and just chit chat like we're homegirls. And then at lunch, we had lunch together, me, her, and the captain, which was another lady. And we just chit chatted, shared pictures and stuff like we were homegirls. And then we got back on the flight, and, you know, I did my thing again, and she came up, she was just chit-chatting the entire time, she was, like, talking to me, like, yeah, girl, like, I was like, okay, I can do this. So, yeah, so that was just my personal experience. I had a great experience, and I'm honestly not just saying that. I honestly didn't have a bad experience. It was a great experience. The lady was so sweet. So it was just a turn to Salt Lake City and back. And then I was off at like 5:20-ish. And the flight I was trying to leave left at 5:15. I thought we were going to get in early, but we didn't. We got in like right on time. I was like, oh, really? But anyways, so I did make that flight. So they didn't have any more flights going to Columbus that day. So later than they had like an 8 o'clock flight going out, and that was the latest flight that they had. So I just caught the next flight home to Memphis, and then the next morning, I woke up at like 3:45 so I can catch the 6 a.m. flight from Memphis to Atlanta, and then catch the next flight from Atlanta to actually I didn't do the 6 a.m. one, I did the 7 a.m. one. But I didn't get bumped though. I still made it. So I did the 7 a.m. flight to Atlanta, and then from there landed, and then tried to do, it was like a 10:30 flight, and I was gonna get into Columbus around 11:30. However, there were 10 seats open, so there was room for us, and it was only 3 people listed. So all of us were gonna make it. However, the gate agents were actually kind of rude, not kind of rude, were rude, and they were like, at first we were like, okay, so like we see it's plenty of seats open, like why aren't we being checked yet? Like, what's the problem? And then all of a sudden they closed the door and like all kind of stuff. We was like, what? So one guy, he walked up, because I was gonna walk up and say something, but he walked up first, and he was like, he's like, so what happened? Like, why aren't we, like, he's like, there are open seats, why can't we get on? And he was like, the guy was like, well, she's like, weight and balance issues. I was like, what? So she was like, yeah, only 40 passengers could get on, and 40 passengers got on, and we can only have 50 bags. Oh, it was like, she was like, because this is a small plane. And I was like, I had never heard that one before. Like, I mean, and I know weight and balance or whatever, so therefore they position the you know, so you're positioned a different way or whatever on the aircraft, on the smaller one. But to have 50 open seats, but you can only put 40 passengers on the plane didn't make any sense. So I don't know, but whatever. So they didn't allow us to get on the plane. I thought that was absolutely crazy. I had never heard of it, and the guy who actually spoke with the gate agent, he was like, I've never heard of either. And he was like, I've worked in the industry for a long time and I've never heard this before. And he's like, and my son works in the industry with the planes as well, and we've never heard of this. So I was like, okay, so I'm not tripping, but I mean, whatever. So it is what it is. I ended up taking grooms. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but in like Atlanta, Macon, Athens, and a few other areas, they have like a shuttle bus situation, and you can take that. So it was $41 that I did not have. So I had to spend $41 and take the shuttle to Columbus, Georgia. And then today we decided to go ahead and take grooms again because the flights were all kind of like in the negative. We might have been able to make it, but the only problem was that they didn't have KCM, and you know, like I had food with me. You know, as a flight attendant, you know, you can like take your food with you. So I just wasn't thinking about it, and then I realized I realized this airport was really small in Columbus, so I was like, they probably don't have KCM. So I looked it up. They didn't have KCM, so I wasn't gonna be able to bring my food. Unless you're like in uniform or something like that, then you can bring it when they don't have KCM. So I was like, look, I got food. I am not trying to just not take anything just because this airport does not have KCM. So we just took the shuttle bus up to Atlanta, and then I was able to take my food through and go through KCM there. So, I mean, whatever. It is what it is. So yeah, so right now we just got back from the zoo. They had like a lighting, I don't know, Memphis Zoo lighting, I don't know, something like that. My sister found it online, and we came in, ate really quickly, and then we headed right back out and went to the zoo. So we just got back. And yeah, I decided I need to go ahead and let you guys know what has happened. So at the end of this, I will insert some clips from this weekend, just some family stuff, and then insert a few clips from the Memphis Zoo, the lighting. So yeah, that's the end of this vlog. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.
Strong, it doesn't make us weak. Tongue tied to service like shy preteens. I could only breathe.